you and said, wake up, because it wouldn't have seemed like it was real, just all a dream. Coming off of last year, there's no way you could have ever predicted that these things would turn around this quickly, especially here at home. But, man, am I glad it's taking place because the fans have responded. They have come out in force to back this team that's really exciting to watch play. And they're getting rewarded for sticking around with a lot of victories as well.
Now our look at the White Sox uniforms. It's driven by Arlington Toyota. Check out their impressive lineup of Toyota vehicles today. Arlington Toyota. New owners, same people, better deals. Visit ToyotaArlington.com. White Sox in their home white uniforms. The Guardians wearing their alternate blue jerseys and gray pants. It is overcast. It has cooled off a little bit. And the wind is blowing in from center field. Right now it's about 65 degrees. And it was a pitcher's wind last night. White Sox won the game 2-1. Travis Bazzana, the rookie second baseman, will lead it off against the lefty Murphy, who is opening for the first time in his major league career. He was a starter in college and early in his minor league career. First pitch of the game is a strike on a fastball. So 65 degrees as we get started. Here's the pitch. Called strike two, a slider near the outside corner. Murphy's got good stuff. The big question for him is command at times. But a good start. He's ahead of Bazzana.
Now just feed one right off the outside edge and let him go chase it.
Called strike three on a sweeper.
Or that.
3 pitches and 1 out.
Well, you know what? You just mentioned that Murphy has to prove that he can command the strike zone. It almost looked like Bazzana heard that, and he said, all right, I got to make him prove he can command the strike zone. Go back to the dugout, and he'll say, he can command the strike zone, boys. Be ready to swing.
Now, Brian Rocchio, switch hitting shortstop, batting from the right side. He takes outside on a curve. Eric Fetty is loosening. First and third are in. They're back in the middle. The pitch. Rocchio cuts and misses. A fastball in the strike zone at 97.
That was definitely the old Linda Ronstadt right there.
Here's a 1-1. Hit in the air, foul to right and out of play. Yeah, the old Blue Bayou.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd sing it, though.
No.
No?
I'm just going to let it sit there.
You know. You're part of a music band. I mean, singing's okay. It's radio where you hear music.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Rocchio. David Fry waits on deck. They give him a little room out in left center. And the 1-2 is hooked foul. He pulled that one toward third. Our broadcast booth is brought to you by Bell Tire. If you can't find free air, free flat repair, and the lowest prices, find a Bell Tire. The pitch. Fouled. Well, it looks like most of the fans hung around. I'm sure a few had to leave early during the long rain delay. The White Sox announced on the center field board right before the game. Those who came out today will get an email in the next couple of days for a voucher for a ticket later this season, which is a great gesture. Fouled, still 1-2.
And a reward for everybody that was here was able to read that on the scoreboard and got a big cheer when it was announced.
It's good customer service.
Yes.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Fouled again.
Well, Rocchio's pretty much able to foul off the fastball, the sweeper, and the slider. So you need to come up with that number 4 pitch if you have it. Maybe a little splitter, change up, something dipping down and away.
It's pitch number 8, and it's a change up low and outside. 2-2.
Well, he got him off of the swing because he had swung at everything prior to that. Got some room right now to maybe have him a little off balance because he took a pitch.
Nobody on, first inning, one down, the 2-2. Slider is outside, and it's a full count on Brian Rocchio. Batting .271 with 5 homers. Wide stance. Here's the 3-2, and he struck him out swinging on a fastball.
Now, sometimes you just need to go out of the strike zone to make a pitch effective that had not been. He was on the fastball. He had the timing until he took one down in the way, took another one outside. So 2 times didn't swing. And then the fastball was right by him.
Here's David Fry. Just 2 for 25 in June, and he takes way inside on a slider. On the year, batting .217 with 4 home runs. He plays a little bit of everything, and he can catch. David Fry is in left today. The 1-0, and it's off the outside. Ball 2. These two teams will play 4 times next week in Cleveland. The 2-0, and it misses too high. Ball 3. Got a lefty on deck, Manzardo, and then Hoskins. So if it gets to that point, Fedde may come in the first inning. There's a strike. It's 3-1.
He's popping that fastball up there. 98 on that last one.
Murphy ready. The 3-1. Swung on and missed on a fastball. So he's gone full to Fry. He struck out Bazana looking on an 0-2 pitch and struck out Rocchio after a long at bat. The payoff, and it's hit in the air out into right center field. Wynn's going to knock this one down as Braden Montgomery makes a catch. Nice work by Chris Murphy. We head to the bottom of the first after the long delay.
I got these Topps 1994 baseball cards, Series 2. I collect them like everybody else did back in the 70s. Eventually threw them all away. We didn't save them, and I'm sure they're worth millions now. Let's see what I have here. Ken Griffey Jr., probably the best baseball player I've ever played with in my entire life. Oh man, Lou Whitaker, Bobby Bonilla, Bo Jackson, the best 2-sport player ever.
A sartorial issue here. There's the team name, Chicago Cubs, so it does work.
It's got the right color.
Yeah, it's gray.
Maybe there was something went wrong with his other one.
1-1 to Marte in the air, right to the guy we just showed you.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hey, it's Will Venable, manager for the Chicago White Sox. You're listening to White Sox Baseball. This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Get weird with Waddle's World on ESPN Chicago.
If the Sox win today's game, Walner Law will make a donation to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Walner Law handles the toughest car accident cases in Chicago. Call 312-8000000. Walner Law. Win with Walner. Tanner Bybee, a right-hander against Sam Antonacci. Bottom of the first. Antonacci looks at a strike on a sinker. 5 career starts for Bybee against the White Sox. 4 wins, no losses. He was their opening day starter this year. Antonacci gets an early timeout, now climbs back in. The motion and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Sinker a little bit off the outside. Bybee has not gotten a lot of run support. And as a result, Cleveland is 4-12 in his first 16 starts. And 0-2 is high on a sinker. In fact, he did not notch his first win until his 14th outing. That was on June 6th in Texas.
Yeah, and the ERA is not worthy of that kind of record on the year. He's got a 4 ERA.
The 1-2 coming. Poke foul in the air off to the left. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
This is ESPN Chicago, home of the White Sox. WMVP WTBC HD2 Chicago, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
The 1-2. Antonacci hits a pop-up near the shortstop area, and it's caught by Rocchio. One away now, Miguel Vargas. Those 13 starts without a win to begin a season was something that had never been done before in franchise history. Also, they are playing their 81st game, so they're at the halfway point. It's the first time Cleveland has gone halfway through a full season only using 5 starting pitchers. The pitch to Vargas. He is outside on a cutter. He hit the go-ahead and ultimate game-winning home run last night. Leading off the 6th inning against Parker Messick. The 1-0. Low on a cutter, ball 2.
You mentioned all the pitching positives. That's why they're in it in the division, because the pitching has been good and reliable all year for them. Even though they're not picking up a lot of wins, the pitching's good. The offense has definitely struggled.
A 2-0 to Vargas, and he fouls one off his front foot. And the Guardians are in a bit of a survival mode right now without Jose Ramirez, Angel Martinez. And Chase DeLauder. All 3 got injured on the same day. And they're struggling to score runs without that trio. The 2-1 coming. And it's high, ball 3, 3-1. Andrew Benintendi waits on deck. He's the DH. A little bit of sunshine poking through the clouds. The pitch. Inside, he walked him. So Vargas takes a 1-out walk. He is the first base runner of the ball game.
Bybee was looking in and almost asking his catcher if that should be a challenge. Home plate umpire just kind of pointed that it was inside. And again, they have 2 challenges, so it's up to them to question that.
Now Benintendi with a runner on and 1 out. First inning, 0-0. The pitch. A swing and a miss on a cutter.
His cutter is not a normal little tight pitch. It has a lot of break, more like a slider than anything.
Andrew went 1 for 2 on Monday, did not play last night. The 0-1. A strike on a sinker at 94. Benintendi over his last 30 games with 5 doubles, 7 homers, and 21 driven in. Kyle Teal is on deck. Average lead at first by Vargas. He's held there by Manzardo. And a quick toss. Bybee nearly picked him off.
Yeah, quick move to first base. So it's good to know it for potential base stealers that they can't get caught leaning.
2 strikes on Benintendi. The pitch. Pulled foul. Screamer over near the Cleveland dugout. Sox are a game ahead of the Guardians in first place in the division. So after today, it'll either be a tie or they'll be up 2.
I like that part, the up 2 part.
These are big swing games, these division matchups. Long hold by Bybee, another 0-2, and it's high, 1-2.
2 pitches ago, Vargas had a early jump towards second base, like he wanted to time the pitcher and steal. That time he felt like he better not do it again. They'd seen him with that jump, so they're ready for him to try and steal.
Here's the pitch. A swing and a line drive caught by the second baseman Bazana. Throw to first, and they double off Vargas. He slid feet first. And we're going to wait to make sure this is not challenged. And it will not be. So that is an L4-3 double play after an inning. 0-0 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Heart surgery is no one's dream of retirement. I'm Beverly, and that's what.
And here's Will Smith, a chance to hand out a present on his birthday. Smith drills one, left center field. It is gone! Number 16, time and again in clutch time. Pitching change for the Diamondbacks after some birthday in bobblehead night magic from Will Smith. From down 1 to up 1.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how Mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started to cook with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went and figure out what we're gonna call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother, so that's when Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Your bank should too. Achieve more.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers.
Murphy back out to open the second. He went 1-2-3 in the first. He faces lefty Kyle Manzardo, and a swing and a foul off the catcher. Or strike one. Scoreless tie. It's early. We started 2 hours and 40 minutes late due to rain. The 0-1. Foul tip, strike 2 on a slider.
Yeah, back-to-back sliders in a good location. Manzardo taking a hack at it as if he's about to crush the pitch, coming up empty 2 times.
Great last name. Manzardo. Sounds like a name of a movie. Sharknado.
Sounds like a one-man play.
0-2 is low and outside. He was born in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and went to Washington State. Second-round pick of the Tampa Bay Rays in the 21 draft. And acquired for Aaron Savali at the deadline in July of 23, and he lofts a pop fly into center field. Tristan Peters drifts in a few steps and makes the catch.
Hey, grab your friends and head to the park for Miller Lite Baseball and Brews. Get a ticket and 2 beers starting at $24. You must be 21 years of age and over with a valid ID.
Great work by Murphy. He faced 4, retired all of them, and we've got a pitching change. Top 2, 0-0. Guardians and Sox on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Borrow what you need when you need it with a home equity line of credit from Republic Bank of.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Here's Eric Fetty working for the 16th time. And half of those outings now out of the bullpen. He's had some bad luck this year. He's 2-6 with a 4.46 ERA. He faces Rhys Hoskins. They've matched up a lot over the years. And Hoskins takes an outside sweeper for ball one. One out, top two. Guardians have not reached base yet. 1-0 pitch. Outside again on a sweeper. Hoskins 10 out of 36. That's a 278 average. 3 homers plus 6 walks in their previous matchups. Sinker is off the plate, ball 3. And Fetty wants a new baseball.
He must remember that history you just mentioned of success for Hoskins, because everything is missing away.
3-0 inside on a sinker, and that's a 4-pitch walk.
Even though you bring him in because it favors right-handed pitcher on a right-handed batter, that didn't work out. As Murphy had no problem going through him 1, 2, 3, and then another out here in the second inning. But if you're Eric Fetty, you just roll up the double play right here.
Now rookie Khalil Watson, a left-hand batter. And he takes a strike. Watson came into this series 0 for 12 in the major leagues, but he's got 3 hits in the set, including his first major league home run. The 0-1. Low on a changeup. Watson with bright green batting gloves and an ankle guard on his front leg.
Yeah, he had the bright green stuff and fluorescent pink last night on his foot, so he's changed that up.
Fetty's 1-1. Sweeper is about an inch off the plate. Watson just 23 years old, a former Miami Marlins first-round pick. Waiting on a 2-1, and he pulls it foul into his own dugout up along the first base line.
Watching the swings of Watson so far in this series, he looks like he has a chance. Got a good swing. He's not a big guy, 5'9", 185 pounds. Strong, obviously. Got pop. So he puts it all together at the point of contact, hits the ball hard.
2-2 is head high. And it's a full count on Khalil Watson. Hoskins takes his lead at first base. He's held by Jacob Gonzalez, and Fetty will step back off the rubber and wants to reset with the signs. The 3-2 pitch. And it's outside, and Eric has walked back-to-back hitters. And here comes Daniel Schneemann.
Yeah, you never know, right, how a starter is going to fare coming in the middle of an inning. Even though he's been asked several times this year to have the bulk role, he's done pretty well in it overall. But there's no more room for error. You got to settle in right here and just attack the strike zone.
The 2 on with 1 out. And a grounder foul back of the plate on a changeup. We mentioned Monday in the opener, the Guardians don't score a ton of runs, but they do walk. You've got to throw strikes against this team, and there's a low changeup, 1-1. And last night, the White Sox did a really good job in that regard. Burke and Newcomb each walked, what, 1 guy? That was it.
Yep. A couple of free passes given up.
Schneemann checks, and he went around on a cutter. It's 1-2.
Schneemann, I mean, he has 43 hits this year, 20 walks, 66 strikeouts. So, I mean, he's not a high walk guy, but has an idea of the strike zone.
Fetty on a 1-2. Here it is. Fouled in the air off third. No play for Vargas.
You got to make that good pitch. Head in the count. Got a defensive batter up there trying to just make some contact now. They're set up for the pull on the right side. Shortstop up the middle.
Hoskins at second. Watson at first. The 1-2 pitch. Schneemann pops it up again over near third and off the netting. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the White Sox this season. Every time the Sox turn a double play here at home, Steinhoffels will donate $200 to Special Spaces to help create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. Fetty working hard. The 1-2 again. A swing and a one-hopper over to Mydroth. He'll feed Montgomery at second, and the relay in time. Good timing on that double play.
Yeah, that was perfect. Had him just out in front on a changeup to pull the...
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger, and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town. Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Rays now chasing a 2-1 deficit as Johnny DeLuca comes up.
Hey, there's a shot. Well tagged off the bat of DeLuca. That baby is gone. And the Rays tie this on one swing of the bat from Johnny DeLuca. A rocket shot. It sounded good, looked even better.
That cleared the bullpen and went up into the second deck.
438 feet. Longest shot for DeLuca in his career.
Not a smidge of doubt. That ball was absolutely mashed.
Guys in my house.
The Chicago White Sox Baseball Network. Follow Chicago's Home for Sports on Instagram at ESPN_Chicago.
Here's Kyle Teal to lead off the Sox second. 0-0. The heart of the lineup brought to you by Northwestern Medicine, home to Illinois' top-ranked heart and vascular program for 18 straight years by U.S. News and World Report. Kyle went 0 for 4 in his season debut on Monday and takes a cutter for a strike from Tanner Bybee. They used to have a Bieber and a Bybee.
Yes, they did.
But Bieber is now in Toronto. The California native lets it fly. Teal takes outside. Tanner Bybee from Mission Viejo, Kyle Teal's from New Jersey. A 1-1 is a curve, and it clipped him right around the knees. So Teal will head to first base.
Boy, I'm going to be honest with you. He tossed the bat and started running to first base. I thought he'd lost his mind. I'm like, he thinks that's ball 4? That was quick. Only for you to mention that he just got nicked in the knee by the pitch.
So that'll bring up Colson Montgomery with a runner at first base, nobody out. So first time Teal has been on base. He's a good athlete, but I wouldn't expect Will to have him running a ton in terms of stolen base attempts coming off leg issues. And the pitch to Montgomery is a strike on a sinker. You could probably say that about Murakami when he comes back. Not that you'll be extra cautious. You just might not want to push them.
You don't want the extra sprints that aren't necessary. The ones that have to take place have to take place.
Montgomery hits a towering fly ball out into right, way back there, and it is caught right in front of the 335 marker. So Watson plays a very deep right. I mean, he was almost on the warning track, so he only had to run about 15 feet over into the corner to make that catch.
Well, let's just say this. That's supposed to be a home run on a normal day. You'd already mentioned that a little bit of wind blowing in. I think that just absolutely knocked that ball down. He hit it as high as possible, and normally that's one that you see land in the Miller Lite landing area, and instead, no, caught up against the fence.
So here's Mydroth. And Watson not nearly as deep as he was against Colson. Long hold. The pitch inside on a sinker, ball 1. Chase at 268 with 6 home runs. He's got a new career high in homers, as does Vargas with 17. And a 1-0 grabs the outside corner on a curve, 1-1.
You got 6 different pitches that Bybee feature, along with that curve, a sweeper, a changeup, a sinker, 4-seamer, and a cutter. So kind of all of the arsenal of most pitchers.
The 1-1. It's a strike. So we look down on the field from our broadcast booth. And from left to right, on deck is Braden Montgomery, at the plate Chase Mydroth, and Kyle Teal's at first base. They all came over in the same deal.
Yes, they did.
From Boston.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
1-2 to Chase is outside. That was the Garrett Crochet trade. And we've seen Wickelman Gonzalez here as well. He's in the minor leagues at the moment. A right-handed reliever. The 2-2. A swing and a soft line drive down the right field line, and it hits the chalk. It's a fair ball. Teal's going to end up at third. Watson did a good job to get over there into foul ground, and Mydroth has a single, and they're at the corner bases for Montgomery.
That was one of those things that a hitter just loves. Jam shot flare. I don't know if you say you deserve it, but you do, because you fought off a tough pitcher's pitch and it worked out perfectly. Put a good swing on it, you get a result.
So that Boston trio in action right now.
There you go.
Infield about halfway all the way around. And the pitch. It's a strike. Speaking of the Boston connection, you had 2 Seans from the Boston area get the job done last night. Burke and Newcomb.
Yep. A lot of influence from the great Northeast.
Bybee on an 0-1. It's a strike on a sinker.
Bybee just threw that pitch with confidence, like he knew nothing can happen. 95, pretty much right there. And Braden was just taking it.
And Montgomery will get a timeout. I'd like to welcome our listeners tuned in on the big 1520 AM and 92.3 FM in Clinton. Because Watson hard pull in right, and they've got Quan shifted over toward left center.
No, you're 100% right. That's as big as a gap as you'll see in the game.
The 1-2 is inside on a cutter. 2-2.
Yeah, it's interesting when baseball started doing that. It used to be if the outfield went the other way to shade a batter, the right fielder went with it. You never left the gaps open. You exposed a line because that was more extreme than a gap.
2-2. A swing and a foul in the air off to the left, out of play.
You know what I mean? If you got a left-handed batter right now and you're saying, we're shading him the other way because he'll slap it that way, we need two guys to move. Why would you say, but he could just pull it in the right field corner? You would think if he's going to hit it the other way with two guys, just move all three of them over.
Right.
The least likely spot would be that he can pull it down the right field line.
Another 2-2. It's upstairs for a ball, and it's full. First and third, one out, bottom two. Sox trying to get the first run on the board today. They've got Teal at third, Mydroth at first. The pitch with Mydroth running. Called strike three in the throw to second. Save. Mydroth just got in, and he kind of overslid the bag, but he got his left foot back on the bag before a second tag attempt by Rocchio. Meanwhile, Teal held at third. So Braden strikes out, two down. And the Guardians are going to challenge the play at second. They think it's a double play.
Okay. As you mentioned, called strike three is the key there because it's really not a straight steal.
The safe call at second base.
It is one where the base runner is relying pretty much on the batter, if it's a strike, to make contact. What I'm seeing on the replay is his hand is on the bag and the tag's being applied late.
It's a head-first slide. Eventually, his hand comes off the bag, and then he gets his foot on the base.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing an out just yet. And if it's an out, it's when the left hand went over the bag and disengaged. But are you seeing an out here?
Yeah, it's very close. Seems like the tag came off of him right before his hand came off the bag, and then his foot hooked the bag, and there was not another tag applied. I know this. It's one of those calls that more than likely it stands. Really close on the initial tag, too. There's a couple of close ways that this can get turned overturned. If he got the tag on him on the first sweep, then he's just out.
Well, these challenges are a reminder. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
It's a good job by Rocchio to take that tag out to Mydroth diving away from him. He didn't reach for the bag. He dove and really reached toward the base stealer.
Here's Marvin Hudson.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Cleveland will retain their challenge.
It is a caught stealing.
You get him earlier?
And the inning is over after 2-0 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
People's Bank wants to help.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Red Sox rally caps worked. Now the Mariners with a bit of an Arabian twist. The Red Sox trying to counteract with the gloves on top of their rally caps. Mariners continue to try to find the winning fashion statement. I think these boys are tired. Deep to left field. Way back. Gone. Wake up, New England. The shaving cream does indeed work.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Top of the third, switch hitting catcher Patrick Bailey will check in against Eric Fetty. Bailey batting eighth. Stephen Kwan in the 9 spot is on deck. And the pitch by Fetty is rolled to a backhanding Vargas at third. He's got a lot of time. And the throw to Gonzalez gets Bailey.
Fans, join us at the ballpark for City Connect Fridays. Catch the team in the iconic uniforms every Friday night and shop the full collection at the team store.
No runs to date. We're in the third inning. Sox trying to sweep the Guardians. The pitch to Stephen Kwan is a strike, cutter near the inside edge. The Sox have not swept Cleveland in a series of at least 3 games since July of 2015. The 0-1 is low. So that's 47 consecutive series of at least 3 games without the White Sox sweeping Cleveland. They can change that today. There's a base hit. Ground ball out into left center. Kwan is aboard with 1 away. Sox did a great job against Kwan last year. He hit 160 against them, but he's over 300 in his career against the Sox.
Yeah, and he came in extremely cold on the season compared to what we're used to seeing from him, a career .274 hitter. But he's getting his hits in this series against us already.
He's also now 6 out of 10 in his career against Fetty. Travis Bazzana swings and misses. Good changeup from Eric.
Well, you figure Bazzana would walk up there swinging after he took 3 pitches and was rung up leading off the game.
And it was against Chris Murphy, so This is his first matchup with Fetty today. Left-hand hitter waits on an 0-1. And Fetty's going to throw over to first. Kwan just got back in.
I think the best pitch a pitcher can come up with if he wants to get a little tricky is changeup off of the changeup. If you throw a changeup about 86, throw one about 82.
The 0-1 is hit on the ground. Mydroth will glove. He gets to Montgomery, and Colson will just eat it. Bazzana busting it down the line. And Montgomery realized he didn't have a play there, so it's a fielder's choice. 4-6, and here's Rocchio.
Very mature move by Colson. Why waste a throw when you have no play? I love it.
They did turn a 4-6-3 to end the second inning. Brought to you by Steinhoffels. Refresh your home and patio this summer with Steinhoffels. Chicagoland's furniture and mattress leader. Swing and a miss by Rocchio. And a proud partner of the White Sox. Shop in store and online at steinhoffels.com. The set by Eric Fetty. Long hold at the belt. And the 0-1. Fouled on the screen behind the plate.
That's a good result after the long hold. So often we see our pitchers hold it that long. Just hold it, Messes with the timing of the batter, maybe. Definitely messes with the timing of the base stealer. But it also messes with that pitcher a lot of the time, and he doesn't throw a strike.
The 0-2. A little soft line drive caught by Vargas. The third baseman moving a little to his left and back over near the shortstop area. And
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, is it straight protein?
Yeah.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
2 strikes on Hunter. This ball hit deep left field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. It's a one-run game. Second deck for Hunter Goodman. His first of the year. That thing went 435 feet.
And you get the future Hall of Famer and for Hunter Goodman. Last year's Silver Slugger, the National League as a catcher, just a rolling curveball. Hang it, Hunter Goodman's gonna destroy it.
Darren Jackson's analysis
connects, boy, they go far.
This is the Chicago White Sox Baseball Network.
Cap and Jay Hood, weekday morning, 6 to 9, ESPN Chicago.
Home third, here's Tristan Peters. 0-0, each team with a hit. Bybee to Peters, and a high curve starts this sequence. Sun shining, still a lot of cloud cover. Shadows up along the first base side of the ballpark. And the wind blowing in today. Curve is low. Ball 2. Peters playing center field. He's batting .289. Having a really good rookie season. And he hits a one-hopper right to the first baseman. That's Manzardo. He'll glove it and step on first.
Even though he hit that right to the first baseman, Peters ran hard all the way down the line. It made Manzardo, actually have to get over there and step on the bag more than just walking over to that first base area.
Here's rookie Jacob Gonzalez trying to end an 0 for 26. Batting .163, and he takes outside on a sinker at 92.
I do like what I just saw from Gonzalez. He mentioned trying to end that 0 for 26, but he started the hands forward like he was anticipating the fastball, ready to get to it, which is good to see. Don't be passive.
The 1-0 is popped up out into right, not deep. Watson was way back. He races in and makes a running catch.
You'd already mentioned how deep he had played against Colson Montgomery. And man, oh man, did he have to make up for it there because he played Gonzalez almost as deep.
So 2 quick outs. That'll bring up Antonacci. A lot of times it's just comfort, and clearly Watson against lefties likes to play pretty deep, but the wind is blowing in.
Yeah, but he's only playing where they're telling him to play. He's not on his own out there. Everybody's controlled in their positioning.
And Antonacci takes high and outside. Sam 0 for 1 today. Bybee pitches. It's low on a sinker. September 12th of last year in Cleveland, Bybee a 2-hit shutout against the White Sox. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 10. There's a pop fly down the third base side, foul territory, and it's into the seats. So 2-1 on Antonacci.
You mentioned Bybee and that success last year, but still, you know, he has a 4+ ERA in his career against the White Sox. So there's some other games they've gotten to him. And we need this to be one that they get to him today.
2-1 home. Big cut and a miss. It's 2-2. He was a runner-up to Gunnar Henderson in the Rookie of the Year balloting in 23.
Has 36 career wins, 31 losses. ERA really nice at 3.68 in his career.
A 2-2. Fouled off to the left, out of play.
He loves that cutter. That is his highest percentage pitch. Started the day throwing it 26% of the time compared to his four-seam fastball 23% of the time.
Ball 2, strike 2 on Sam Antonacci. Trying to start a 2-out rally here in the third. The pitch. A swing and a ground ball. That's into center. Antonacci around first, and he's going to stop as Kwan will run the ball halfway back onto the infield. So 2-out hit for Antonacci.
Kwan knows. He's been told. He knows Antonacci will make you have to stop him. So Kwan, the Gold Glover, came in, fielded it quickly, and then he was ready to throw to second or behind the runner if he went too far around first, and Antonacci did a good job stopping and not allow that throw behind him.
That will bring up Vargas. He walked in the first. Pitch is high, ball 1. Again, the Guardians outfield really spread out. And I wonder if part of the reason is Kwan playing center has such good range. Normally he's their Gold Glove left fielder. Vargas takes a strike, and he's going to challenge it. He thought that cutter was high. It sure looked high from here, and it is.
Calls overturned. Chicago has 2 challenges remaining.
Kwan obviously is a Gold Glover in left field. I don't know what his range is in center. I assume that it's good. And he's probably very good out there, but he's not been a center fielder in the times we've seen him play.
The 2-0 is high, and a quick toss by Bailey to first is late as he tried to get Antonacci. 3-0 on Miguel Vargas.
I'd love to have him have the green light right here.
Bybee's 3-0. There's a swing and a base hit through the hole into left. So he had the green light on his sinker, and he singles. Antonacci advances to second.
That's good managing for me. I mean, that's why I threw it out there. You get Vargas up there, showed he was swinging the bat very well last night. He's going to get a cookie right there. He did. He just didn't elevate it. He hit it right on the button through the left side and keep the line moving.
That brings up Benintendi. That shade line now cutting across the home plate circle. 2 on with 2 out. The pitch. Check swing, and he went around, and it might have been a foul tip at that. 0-1.
Not going to believe it. It was a cutter. Throwing a lot of those. By the way, you mentioned the shadows. Yeah, you want to be the team leading when those shadows cut across the pitcher's mound. You don't want to have the deficit because you're not going to hit a whole lot.
Bybee really works that clock. Just came set with 2, and the pitch is high. When the pitch clock era began, it really felt like all pitchers would kind of work with a similar pace, and that has not proven to be the case at all. The 1-1. Cued on the ground to the third baseman. They'll get the out at second as Schneemann Actually threw it to the shortstop covering Rocchio's, so that's a 5-6 fielder's choice. Sox leave 2, and after
Line drive, base hit, center field.
Got a bird.
Coming around third, DeRosa's going to win the ball game. It got by Crisp. It's a walk-off whip in the bottom of the 10th.
That ball hit the bird. It deflected. The birds are out here. It hits a bird. He goes down for the count. How about that?
This one's for the birds.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are striking back after a slow start, and it's largely thanks to one of baseball's fastest men.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Corbin Carroll has been playing like an MVP since his debut in 2022, but in his 4th full season, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable.
On Sunday, Carroll put together one of the best games of his career, going 4 for 4 with 2 triples and a 9-1 D-backs win. That put Carroll at 8 triples for the season, twice as many as any other player, and 51 for his career.
He's the reason why you come to the ballpark.
Watch him hit and watch him run.
He became the 2nd fastest player of all time to reach 80 homers and 50 triples. Only Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig did it faster. Carroll's on pace to lead the majors in triples for the 3rd straight season, and he's only 1 triple away from tying the Diamondbacks club record of 52.
Baseball Network on ESPN Chicago.
Captain Jay Hood, tomorrow morning at 6, ESPN Chicago.
4th inning, David Fry against Eric Fetty. First pitch coming. There's a swing and a grounder over to the shortstop, Colson Montgomery, and he'll gun to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. And a reminder, this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Plus, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox. Fetty back to work against Kyle Manzardo. And there's a strike on a sinker. High inside corner. This is the last batter that Fetty will face for the first time in their lineup. Cutter is up and in. He came on when Hoskins batted back in the 2nd, and he's on deck. The 1-1 home. Called strike on a change. 1-2.
That changeup's been a good pitch for him, so nice to see. It's not a high percentage pitch that he uses, but that's a thing that the hitters won't be looking for because of that.
Fetty with a 1.56 in the month of June. And he misses low on a sweeper. Tough loss in relief Friday in Detroit. 4 2/3. I thought he pitched well, but he gave up that bloop double by Kerry Carpenter that scored 2. There's a swing and a base hit out into center field. So Manzardo turned around a changeup for a 1-out hit, and that'll bring up Hoskins.
So a nice adjustment by Manzardo, who had swung and missed the changeup prior to that. Pitch wasn't bad, just good hitting.
Hoskins walked on 4 pitches in the 2nd inning. That's when Fetty came in. And the pitch is just inside. Man on first, 1 out, 4th inning, and a 0-0 score. 1-0. Sweeper strike.
That's a big pitch for Fetty, the sweeper. He's got to establish he can throw it for strikes like that last pitch, and then he can go off the corner a little bit and maybe get the chase.
1-1. Foul tipped on a sweeper.
Mentioned changeup off of the changeup. Also, you can do that with the sweeper, right? Throw it at 83, and then you can throw it at about 78. You'll have guys out in front.
One and two on Hoskins. The pitch, it's high. Watson watching from the on-deck circle.
Or in the vicinity of it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, because
these guys are not actually in the on-deck circle.
The on-deck circle, and where he is about halfway to home plate.
Swing and a miss, strike three.
Another sweeper, a good one with some serious tilt on it.
Betty's got his first strikeout, and Watson will bat with two gone.
Hey, score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. The official jersey and memorabilia to hats and hoodies. We've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/White Sox, the official source for your Chicago White Sox gear.
And Zardo still at first. Watson takes low and outside on a changeup. The Sox are off tomorrow. They'll host Kansas City for 3 starting Friday night. The Royals won the first 2 games in Tampa Bay. They've got 2 more, including tonight. And Bobby Witt Jr. is not in their lineup again. There's a fly ball off the bat of Watson. Fairly deep right center, and Peters will make the catch. And at last check, Witt.
Cavs at the ready. Let him fly. Let him roll. Here they come. Absolutely fabulous. Just like your dad. How about that? Let's give it up one more time for the children and families of your Seattle Mariners on this Father's Day.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
At a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
You're out of there, leaky store brands. When all else fails, try North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com.
The ESPN Chicago Triple Play AM, FM, HD, and app.
Bottom of the 4th. 0-0. Bybee to Teal. And a called strike. Kyle got grazed on a pitch on the knee in the second and ended up stranded at third. Third baseman Schneemann now will deepen quite a bit. And the 0-1, he went around on a check swing. 2 strikes to the left-hand hitting catcher. Sox looking for a White Sox advantage, brought to you by Advantage Dealer Group. Find your next Chevy, Acura, Toyota, now Cadillac, Buick, GMC. Find your advantage at Advantage Dealer Group. There's a swing and a little bloop and a catch made. Leaping, lunging catch by Rocchio, the shortstop, out in shallow center.
Had to time that little leap perfectly. Wasn't it hard? Wasn't it far? But still running back looking up, sun glare in your eyes. Got to do everything just right, and he did.
So he denies Teal of what would have been his first hit of the season. And that brings up Colson Montgomery, who flied to the warning track in right in his first AB. And Watson again playing super deep in right. The pitch to Colson.
Previous pitch was called a ball.
Called a ball on a sinker. It might have been high, and it was.
Pitch is confirmed. Cleveland has one challenge remaining.
So Bailey loses a challenge for Cleveland. It was 2 inches up and out of the zone.
Not even close. What's going on with that challenge? Whew.
The 1-0. Pop foul back into the seats. I'm struck by how deep all three Cleveland outfielders are playing today.
Yeah, you know, again, you mentioned it. It's a comfort thing. David Fry's not an outfielder. Kwan's not a center fielder, and we don't know about the right fielder at all. He's just on the warning track.
1-1. He's inside.
And I mean,
he caught that ball right against the 335 sign, and
he's almost standing by it now.
He barely moved.
Yeah. I've never honestly seen a right fielder play in this position that deep and that close to the corner.
2-1 coming. There's a pop fly out in the shallow left center. It's a shortstop again, and it'll be Rocchio to make the catch.
It has to be, because the outfielders couldn't get to that. But the infielders, if they know it, they understand. They got to go out and cover all that dead space. Because as you already pointed out, I mean, we've not seen an outfield collectively play the way they're playing. They're spread out against Montgomery and as deep as can be.
I really like it. I like that different organizations have different philosophies on positioning. You don't get as much of a variance now with the infield restrictions on shifts. The pitch to Chase Mydroth is up and in, ball 1.
Yeah, isn't it strange, though, because the book's going to be the book on these batters. So there's a reason why we see collectively a team from team to team play certain batters a certain way. Almost everybody to a man does that. And then you see this, and you're like, okay, what's going on? What do they have on this batter?
Right. Mydroth takes a strike. Tanner Bybee on a 1-1. There's a swing and a high, deep foul off to the left out of play into the 300 level, and it caroms back down into the lower level.
Now you look at Watson playing right field. He's playing way in against Mydroth, so they're moving around. It's not just a static spot for them against everybody. And now Kwan moved way over to right center, and big left center field gap.
Well, 1-2. Sweeper is off the outside.
All these guys pull that little laminated card out of their back pocket and check where they're supposed to play on these batters and move with the counts with those same batters.
Second baseman Bazana just moved a little bit to his glove side. Mydroth spoils a cutter and fouls out of play.
The one thing that spoils that defensive setup is if the pitcher doesn't pitch to it. You know, if these guys all shift the other direction now because they get him to 2 strikes, then you hang him a breaking ball and he rips into the left field corner. That's what we're hoping takes place.
Well, 2-2 coming. He struck him out swinging on a fastball. That is just his second strikeout, but most of the contact.
It's off the top of the wall and gone. Second home run of the night for Juan Soto.
30th career multiple home run game for Soto.
Burke has looked excellent tonight. Turned it over to Sean Burke, and as good as he's ever pitched in the White Sox uniform.
He didn't start it, but he finished it.
I think that's as good as we've seen from him in any outing since he's been a big leaguer.
Dealing is what he was doing. 7 shut for the rookie southpaw, 7 punchies on 107 pitches for the left-hander. The best outing of his young big league career.
Pinch hitter Andrew Benintendi. First pitch, swinging, back he goes! It's a grand slam Benny bomb
against the Orioles. Retired 21 of his last 23 hitters.
A masterful day for Brian Wu. He exits to a standing ovation inside T-Mobile Park.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it.
It looked like it was going to be a really good play for Jurgen Profar.
He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless. Got it there?
Yes, indeed. And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados con artículos de tu...
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network on Chicago's home for sports. ESPN Chicago.
Started 2 hours, 50 minutes late due to rain. Weather has turned, and for the better as Daniel Schneemann pops it up. Meidroth backpedaling into shallow right, and he's got it. One down for Fetty. That'll bring up Patrick Bailey. Bailey 0 for 1. He's a two-time Gold Glove winner. Former San Francisco Giant. They got him in an early trade from the Giants on May 9th. And he takes outside ball one. Bailey batting from the left side. Fetty lets it go. And it's a strike. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
This is ESPN Chicago, home of the White Sox. WMVP WTBC HD2 Chicago, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Fetty misses outside on a sweeper. It's 2-1. Sox are 14-8 against the American League Central, including, as we mentioned, winning 11 of 12 here. Bailey fouls on a sweeper. It's 2-2. Sox have won 9 straight series at home.
I remember first couple of weeks of this season, first few weeks of this season, you had mentioned to me at that time, like, the White Sox have got to play better at home. They were listening, apparently, now that they have tied for the best record in baseball at home.
Bailey takes high. Full count on him. That 21 club that won the division was great at home. And the White Sox have matched their 40-game start at home at 26-12. Fouled. And we'll try it again.
Yeah, it's not a fluke, you know, them turning things around. They, for some reason, are very comfortable in their own house. Everything about their work ethic before the games to how they're playing here plays out.
This is swinging a hard one. Hopper, gloved by Vargas. He'll spin, throw, and get him.
Wow.
What a play.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Nothing simple about that. Great backhand pick on a high hop. He had to slide to a knee, then spin back against the grain, and then fire a rocket because, let's be honest, Bailey was hustling down that line.
So 2 outs. Here's Stephen Kwan. One thing I've noticed the last couple of years in particular is a lot of batters, and Bailey just did it late in his at bat. Kwan takes a strike. In between pitches, they'll just kind of gaze up toward the press box, and I always wondered what they were looking at. Now we can see some StatCast stuff out in center field. The pitch is outside. They have on the ribbon board above the 4th suite level, they have the pitch speed, they have horizontal break, they have vertical break. The pitch is high, and I think a lot of batters are checking out that StatCast data.
Yeah, of course. I remember, I mean, you'll probably remember this as well, but when mile per hour clocks were put in the ballparks, and now many people were fixated at looking at that.
No doubt. There's a swing and a soft line drive base hit out into center field in front of Peters. So Kwan is 2 for 2. Remember Brad Penny?
Yes, I do.
Well, a hard-throwing right-hander. And when he pitched in Florida, they had that velocity readout, and I believe in left center. And after every pitch, he would just look.
Yes.
He would look to see how hard am I throwing.
A lot of guys did that. The hard throwers did that. They turn around and act like it's not what they were doing, adjust their hat, look out there from their bill peeking up, and you're like, yeah, we know what you're doing.
Yeah, he was obvious about it. I don't think he minded that people knew. Bazzana takes outside.
There were actually, I think, times where clubs got a little annoyed by certain pitchers doing that, and they wouldn't put it up when they were pitching. Like, we need him to focus. He keeps turning around saying, oh, I didn't throw that one hard enough. I've got to throw it harder.
1-0 is a strike. The other thing is certain ballparks had slow or fast guns, so you couldn't always trust what it said, but now that stuff's all standardized.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'd be in one place that says 94 and the other place says 96.
Fetty's 1-1 is taken outside on a changeup.
And we've talked about this. The guns back in the 80s and 90s, they gauge the speeds at different locations, so you got different readings. Be halfway to home plate or at home plate, they get those readings. Now they get it right out of your hand.
A 2-1, and it's outside on a change. It's 3-1. Travis Bazzana. Kwan with a 2-out single. He's at first. 5th inning, 0-0. And the pitch. It's a strike. Sweeper on the outside corner. That will set up a 3-2. And Kwan will be on the move, and Gonzalez letting Fetty know that he will not be at the bag. Eric Fetty comes set. Kwan runs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner to right. Caught by Braden Montgomery. He'll lead off the bottom of the 5th. 0-0. Guardians and Sox on the Hard Rock.
You've got to be very careful where you're going because you might not get there. But how exactly can you go from a yogi to a king through perfectos, the old professor, and pine tar? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998, Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
The rule was, can't be more than 18 inches of pine tar. Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, he's out. Yes, Brett is out. Look at this. Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Bring you our Twitter poll question in the bottom of the 5th. Len, DJ, whenever you're ready.
Let's do it.
All right. The Sox have had a lot of thrilling late-inning walk-off home runs this season, but today's question is focused on some of the more less heralded moments from this season that are your favorite. I've got 4 options for you.
All right, hang tight. Braden Montgomery batting left against the righty Bybee, and a grounder foul right over to the bat boy sitting next to the White Sox dugout. Go ahead, Jeff.
All right, Tristan Peters' walk-off single and extras during the home opener is an option. We've got Riku Nishida's outfield assist at home plate in his MLB debut, a 3-1 win over the Twins.
And 0-1 is hit hard on one bounce to the shortstop Rocchio. He's up with it, and a good toss across beats Montgomery.
And your other two options, David Sandlin retiring 18 straight hitters against the Twins. And then finally, last night, Sean Newcomb's 2 2/3 innings of a scoreless save in a 2-1 victory over the Guardians.
Oh, good. I'll go with the Sandlin Major League debut.
Yeah, as good as all those options are, I don't know how you can beat 18 straight retired after a solo home run to open up your big league career.
Peters foul tips on a curveball.
The fans are going with the man at bat right now. Okay. Tristan Peters walk-off single in the home opener.
Again, great options to have. What if we had one choice? Huh? Do you like Tristan Peters? That's your option.
It's a ground ball foul to first.
So it's nice to have the options for sure, because there are a lot of them.
You're funny.
I try. That's pretty naturally.
And by funny, I mean weird.
I know. That's why I said it. I try. It's natural.
Yeah, I was thinking funny like a clown, like Joe Pesci.
Oh, you know.
Len.
You know, either way.
I make you laugh. 0-2.
Do I amuse you? Yeah. You know, we are in the baseball entertainment business. And baseball's supposed to be fun, guys. Not a fun guy. I'm not saying that, but fun gentlemen.
2 strikes to Peters. The pitch in the dirt on a curveball. 1-2. Sox own 3 hits. They've all been singles. Meidroth, Antonacci, and Vargas. 2 other runners on a walk and a hit batter, but no runs so far. And the 1-2 lined and caught by Manzardo at first base. That was hit hard, 104, but 4 and out.
Take advantage of savings all summer long with our summer savings section. Score select lower level tickets starting at $20 on weekdays, $25 on weekends. Visit whitesox.com/section. Like maybe you need to be sectioned over there.
6 straight retired by Bybee. Fouled back in our direction from our Bell Tire section, at least mine. You have your own.
Yes, I do.
It's your own
You
sponsor.
stay over on that side of the white line. There's a separation area up here for mid-game. It's like, yeah.
The 0-1 from Tanner Bybee. Fouled again. Jacob's going to put one in our booth here at some point.
He's trying, and we don't want it coming in as hot as that last one. Get the fishing net out. Get ready. He's coming your way. He's coming my way. Just get over here and protect me.
The pitch. Line foul. Look out. That one into the camera well beyond the Cleveland dugout.
Right now, those last 3 foul balls, if he was playing cricket, he'd be in good shape.
Yeah.
Because he's hitting those hard foul. Still don't understand cricket. I just know you can hit it in all directions.
I don't really either. Bybee on another 0-2. Fouled right at home plate that time on a curveball. He just got a piece of it. Jeff told me off the air, I should mention that Bobby Witt Jr., according to Matt Quattrero, is available off the bench in that game later in Tampa Bay. So not sure if he'll be in action this weekend or not. Fly ball, easy play, Kwan in left center, and he makes the grab. Bybee with back-to-back 1-2-3s. It's been all pitching so far through 5. Guardians nothing, Sox nothing on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
I know some people think after a car accident, do I really need a lawyer? Hiring Postman Law isn't only about the courtroom. We're your
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. And the Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has
Equal housing lender and member FDIC. Diving stop. Nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Follow ESPN 1000 Chicago on YouTube.
Top of the 6th. Fetty works to Rocchio, who shows bunt and takes outside and high on a sweeper. Fetty's pitch count in the mid-50s. He did not start the game. He entered with 1 out in the second. Rocchio 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Fouled back on a cutter. Fry on deck, and then Manzardo. Here's a 1-1. Rocchio with a base hit. Line drive out into right center field. Leadoff single. And that is the first time the Guardians have had the leadoff man on base.
Let's hope that it doesn't lead to anything. They have had 4 straight innings where they've had at least a hit, though, against Fetty.
A runner aboard. Here's Fry, slightly bent at the knees, and takes strike 1 on a front door sweeper.
Got to watch Rocchio. He will sneak a stolen base.
Fry takes a sinker for a strike. So 2 really good pitches to start this at bat. One near the inside, that pitch on the outside corner. The 0-2 hooked on a hop to the shortstop, and Montgomery dropped it, and they won't get an out. Looked like he tried to get rid of it before he had a good handle on it. And instead of getting at least 1 out, they don't get any.
Yep, he had it clean. That's a good pick on the backhand, and when he went to reach in to grab it, he just shot-putted it past his hand, and he did the right thing from there. He just picked it up and held on to it, didn't try to force a play. Now you just got to work around it, get another double play ball.
Well, the good news is Fetty has been at his best with runners in scoring position this year. Going into today, opponents just 6 out of 47 in these situations. They've got 2 on with nobody out. It's a fielder's choice and an error. And Manzardo takes a strike. Big spot in this game. They've got their cleanup hitter at the plate with 2 aboard and nobody out in the 6th inning. Here's an 0-1. It's high.
It's a good pitch. Just move the body back a little bit of Manzardo. Cutter up and in. Kind of makes you now as a batter look in that area just in case, but also you got to try and cover down and away.
1-1. Good try, but it missed the inside on a comeback sinker. 2-1.
Go with the slow sweeper across the knees, maybe induce the ground ball or a changeup moving down and away.
The 2-1. Outside changeup. It's 3-1. Hoskins is on deck.
Well, changeup's a good pitch. Changeup's a good pitch, but unfortunately was way outside. Can't just lay it in there in this circumstance either. On 3-1 count, got some power up there. Got to locate something down.
3-1 pitch. Check swing, and he held on a high one. And that is ball 4. By the way, Petey Halpin came in to run for Fry after that fielder's choice. So he's now at second base. Rocchio at third, and now Manzardo at first after the walk. Bases loaded, nobody out. They're going to play the infield back except for Gonzalez at first. And the pitch to Hoskins is inside, ball 1.
Nowhere to go now. You're in it deep. You got to just minimize the damage. Gonzalez way off the line at first base and in.
The 1-0 pitch. Sweeper just missed. Low outside corner, no challenge by Kyle Teo. Brandon Eisert is getting ready in a hurry out in the bullpen.
Hoskins in these situations, the first couple of games, has hit a lot of pop-ups.
A step off by Fetty.
And you just got to think about making a good pitch, not making the perfect pitch, because you're already in a jam. You can't afford to walk a run in.
2-0 taken. It's a strike. Get me over sweeper.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 2-0. He's not going to be looking 2-0 sweeper to crush.
Ball 2, strike 1 on Rhys Hoskins. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Elevated sinker at 95. It's 2-2.
Pitch count 71 now for Eric.
He comes set and delivers. Hoskins takes low on a sweeper, and it's a full count.
How about we have the very aggressive running on 3-2 and nobody out. Strike him out.
Don Zimmer used to do it.
Yes,
right?
yes. Strike him out, tag him out at the plate, double play.
The payoff. He got him swinging on a sweeper. A huge first out for Eric Fetty.
Nice sweeper. Pretty much right down the middle. So it's a strike no matter what, but Hoskins, who's struggling with the bat right now, comes up empty.
Middle infielders will play for 2. Vargas and Gonzalez on the corners. Not quite in on the grass, but pinched in, and now actually Montgomery and Meidroth will move in as well against Watson, who takes a strike.
This young man makes me a little nervous in this situation. Just watching him swing the bat last night, seeing how he stands in there. He's waiting for one fat one right there to drive the ball somewhere deep.
The 0-1. A swing and a base hit. Lined into left. Rocchio scores. Halpin right behind him. The throw to the plate on a bounce is not handled cleanly by Teal. Throw to third by Fetty late. And Watson able to advance at second on those throws. It's 2-0 Cleveland. Khalil Watson's had a big series. And they're still threatening with only one out.
He didn't drive it deep, but he drove it into left field, and a good throw gets the runner at the plate. Unfortunately, it was a short hop that Teal couldn't pick, and let the runners advance to the next bases because of it.
We'll get a pitching change. Eisert will replace Fetty. Cleveland 2, Sox 0 in the 6th. We're back in a moment on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Let me ask you something. Why does buying a car have to feel like Game 7 pressure? It doesn't. That's why you go to Advantage Toyota.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Hurley's had a good day. 2 hits for him. Swing and a drive. Belted right. Burley admires that one. She is long gone. Is it too early to say, holy cow? I think it is right on time. The Cardinals strike again. Tucson with 2 strikes. That ball was absolutely destroyed. What a 6th inning.
Goosebump moment here at the ballpark for everybody.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards. And that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing. And there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
With another big hit in this series. And he's now second behind Manzardo, who stands at third. They did charge Antonacci with a throwing error, allowing that extra advance. Infield in. Isert pitches to Schneemann and a swing and a miss on a slider.
Yeah, so a couple of errors in the inning for the White Sox. Again, situation now where they can minimize the damage. It's a couple of runs and strand these next 2 runners.
0-1. He was high on a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 6th inning. Cleveland trying to salvage the final game of this set as they wrap up a long road trip. They're 2-6 on this current trip. 1-1, swung on and missed. It's 1-2 on Schneemann.
These are the bats that drive a hitting coach crazy, because you need to make contact in this situation, and so many batters now strike out.
1-2 coming. And it's bang foul off the mask of Teal. Isert ready, the 1-2. He got him swinging on a fastball. That one reached 91.
It's just a great pitch across the body as we talk about his delivery. Strides toward the first base line, so behind the left-handed batter is the direction he's striding. And he throws around his body, and he aced that fastball just off the outside corner to the lefty. And that ball seems like it's so far away from you as a batter.
Bailey will turn around and hit right-handed. Infield back except for Gonzalez at first. And a called strike on a slider. Khalil Watson has driven in 5 runs in this series. Had a 2-run hit off the bench Monday. He hit a home run, his first, last night on a go-ahead 2-run single here today. There's a high fastball, 1-1.
Yeah, it's not surprising. I mean, he's got a great setup. Watson looks like he is ready to hit. So all the stuff that happened prior to this series, we didn't see that. What we're seeing is a good hitter.
1-1 coming. Big swing, and Bailey hits a soft bouncer foul over near the White Sox dugout. It's 1-2.
It's the kind of game where pitching might have deserved a little bit better than what just took place in this inning, but it's an offense where you have to say, go get them. They can score more than 2 runs.
The 1-2. Way high. Nice job by Teal to not let that one get to the backstop. And now with the sun shining, both home plate and the mound are in the shadows.
Mentioned you want to be the team leading when we got to this point.
2-2. He struck him out swinging on a fastball, so Eisert comes on and strikes out 2, but the Guardians strike first. They lead 2-0 in the 6th on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Let me ask you something. Why does buying a car have to feel like Game 7 pressure? It doesn't.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Fastball taps the plate. It'll trickle down the third baseline. The Mariners are going to let it roll. Lenny Randall gets down on his hands and knees and blows on it like a curler, and it goes foul.
I have never seen that before in baseball. If this is allowed, that will be part of the arsenal, I'm sure, of the third baseman from now on.
Make you forget Laurel and Hardy in a hurry.
It's going to go as a base hit.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Wants to know, DJ, which current Major League Baseball outfielder do you enjoy watching defensively the most?
Oh, it's a great question, and we'll get to a great answer as Tanner Bybee is ready to get things going here in the bottom of the 6th inning with the first pitch called strike to the leadoff man, Sam Antonacci. Antonacci flied or popped to the shortstop in shallow left field, and he's singled up the middle. Bybee, the step, the drop, the pitch off the outside corner, and a count 1-1. What do you got for me? What do I got?
You're thinking cap, DJ.
Yeah,
best defensive center fielder or outfielder.
That's a tough question because there's so many good ones. But if I had to lean toward anybody, it's Dalton Varsho.
Fouled in the air out of play. 1-2.
I think he is phenomenal when he's out there and healthy, and I think he's as good as they get defensively, and he's a converted catcher that is playing center field now. I'm trying to think. I'm drawing a blank on who it is. There is an outfielder right now that has, I think it's Pete Crow Armstrong.
That was the other one, yeah.
The
PCA
best defensive rating
is really good.
Yes.
Hard ground ball to the second baseman. Bazzani went down to a knee to glove it, and he gets Antonacci at first.
You know, Pete Crow Armstrong is obviously the guy that covers the most has the most range in the game. So you can say watching him is great, but you know, as much as we see him, because we're in the same city, highlights and all that, we also see him make mistakes. Sure. So it's interesting to me to watch him. So he's not my favorite because I'd like to see him cut down on some of the mistakes, but he covers more ground than anybody. So I'm sticking with Varsho. He's my guy.
Here's Vargas. He has walked and singled and takes a strike from Bybee.
You know, and I'm going to lean into what you guys think about that. Who defensively in the outfield, do you rate as the number one guy you like to watch?
Here's the 0-1, and Vargas takes just inside. And by the way, Kwan now in left and Halpin in center. Yeah, let me ponder that. There's some good ones.
Yes.
The 1-1 pitch hit on the ground on a bounce to the shortstop, Rocchio, and the throw over to first dugout of the dirt by Manzardo. Yeah, I mean, You know, the numbers would say Crow Armstrong might be the best defensive outfielder in baseball. But
yep.
I know your question is, who do you like to watch?
Yes.
Jeff, do you have anybody in particular?
It's a lot harder on the other end. I like to ask the questions,
yes.
DJ.
I mean, it makes you think for sure because there are a lot of great defensive outfielders.
All right, I'll give you one. Benintendi swings and misses. Byron Buxton.
Oh, yeah, well.
I just love his routes.
Yeah. Yeah, when he's in the outfield and he's healthy, then I personally think there's nobody better than him, not even Pete Crow Armstrong, because that guy covers more land than anybody.
Benintendi takes outside on a cutter. Ball 1-1-1.
Jeff is just.
I'm pondering. You know who?
Befuddled.
He's a little under the radar, but Denzel Clark for.
Oh, yeah.
Good Athletics.
1-1 is high on a fastball.
And he's almost strictly glove.
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about. And you're right. That guy's a human highlight reel around the fence. It's fun to talk about, though.
The 2-1 pitch. Check swing foul. The American League Gold Glovers last year were Stephen Kwan, Cedon Rafaela, and Wilyer Abreu. The year before, Kwan, Varsho, Abreu.
So the only change is Varsho.
Fouled by Benintendi. And in the National League, Happ, Crow Armstrong, and Tatis last year. The year before, Happ, Brenton Doyle, and Sal Frelick.
A little spice of life over there. Some changes over a couple of years.
2-2. Fouled.
Joe Adele may be worth a shout, too.
Yeah, he's obviously very fun to watch defensively as well, around the fence.
2-0 Cleveland, sixth inning. 2 outs, nobody on for the White Sox. The pitch to Benintendi, and he's out for looking. He took a sinker down the middle. So Bybee will take a 2-0 lead to the 7th on the.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but Squirrel.
What? Where?
Squirrel.
Where? Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
Whoa, that one will fall into the White Sox dugout.
Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away. She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you gotta stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car, and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up, and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
Cap and J Hood, weekday morning, 6 to 9, ESPN Chicago.
Back in our Bell Tire broadcast booth, 7th inning, Brandon Eisert faces Stephen Kwan, 2-0 Guardians. And the pitch to Kwan is outside for a ball. He has singled both times. Cleveland has out-hit the Sox 5-3. The pitch to Kwan, foul tipped. Antonacci playing a very shallow left.
Yeah, and we talked about it last night. Challenge him to hit it over your head. He can hit it over his head where he's playing.
Juan takes high.
But you know what? He hasn't done anything like that in the series. He has hit some little flares, so he's playing exactly where Jose Lajer, the outfield coach, wants him to be.
Juan with a very compact batting stance, and he swings and misses. It's 2-2. I guess ironically he has a big leg kick, but his feet are close together. He's slightly hunched over and really crowds the plate. The 2-2 coming, and he got jammed, and he hits a roller over to first. Gonzalez with a nice pick and a feed to Eisert at the bag for the out.
Hey, be sure to check out the Blue Moon Balcony and the Miller High Life Sky Lounge at the ballpark this season. Open to all fans on the 500 level concourse. These spaces offer unique experiences and panoramic view of the game. It's available to group outings as well. 312-674-1000.
The pitch to Bazana, called strike on a slider. 2-0 Cleveland. We're in the 7th inning. The pitch is high. Guardians trying to jump back into a first place tie. Sox trying to come back late and spread their lead to 2 games. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, and do that thing that you'd mentioned earlier. Sweep them in a 3-game series, something that they've not done in forever.
It's been 11 years. 1-2. He got him swinging. Excellent work by Eisert. 4 up, 4 down. Rocchio coming to bat.
That delivery, I'm telling you, if you have not seen Eisert and you're facing him and he's throwing from where he is as a left-handed batter, that's a tough task. Takes a little getting used to.
Pretty interesting. You look at the mound, the front of the mound, there are 3 very distinct landing spots.
Yes.
Various pitchers in this game. Called strike. Murphy, Fetty, Eisert, and Bybee.
Yeah, the 2 direct ones, I think, are Fetty and Bybee. One's in the straight line to home plate.
Fastball misses high. 1-1 on Rocchio, who's batting right.
Now that we're talking about it, that actually, the one to the far left we're looking at, that might be
Bybee.
Bybee right there.
Grounded foul, 1-2.
Which means that he's striding in a direction toward the on-deck area of the third base area.
I know Fetty likes to work from the first base side.
Yeah. But it is very interesting. It looks like the actual extension, the most extension might be Eisert.
The pitch is high. No, I think that's right. I think it's pretty good extension. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brian Rocchio. The pitch. Popped up. First base side. Gonzalez jogs over into foul territory, loses his helmet. He makes a basket catch. Or his hat, not his helmet.
We got it.
Yep.
But anyway, the basket catch made me a little nervous because he checked to see where the railing was. He wasn't even close to it yet, but he made the adjustment and made the catch.
7th inning stretch. Cleveland 2, Sox nothing on the.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Kevin Gausman was outstanding against the A's last night. Dylan Cease will try to do the same.
Cease was brought on board to not just help lead this rotation this season, but also into the Blue Jays' future.
Just swing and a miss to retire the side. Cease gets Soderstrom. And he blows him away with a fastball for strikeout number 6. He's been striking out guys. There's no question about it.
Blue Jays pitching's got some filthy stuff.
And he rings up another one. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts and 9 in the game for Cease.
That slider is virtually unhittable this afternoon for these Athletics hitters.
3-2, and he got him with a high fastball for strikeout number 12.
This is a different fastball that we are seeing from Dylan Cease this afternoon. It has been electric all day.
Cubs won the first game of a day-night doubleheader 10-3 against the Mets. The Rockies scored 5 runs after the 7th in a comeback to beat the Red Sox 8-6 at Coors Field. Here at Rate Field, White Sox trailed the Guardians 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Back to Len Casper and Darren Jackson.
Thank you, Jeff. Eric Sabrowski recently off the IL against Kyle Teel. First pitch strike. He had left elbow inflammation and was activated 5 days ago after one rehab appearance with the Double-A Akron Ball Club. Teel swings and misses. Lefties are 2 for 25 against him. Righties 6 for 46. So nobody really hitting him.
Yeah, he's 2-1 with a 253. I mean, that's getting it done.
This is his second appearance since coming back. The 0-2, and it's low on a slider, and Teel held on a check swing.
That slider's got some depth as he kind of comes over the top with a short arm delivery, and he's pulling straight down on that slider.
A lot of walks and strikeouts for Sabrowski. The 1-2. It's high and outside on a heater. He was born in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. He's 28 years old and 6'4", 230 pounds. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a base hit. First hit of the year for Teel. Out into left center. That'll get the tying run to the plate with nobody out here in the 8th. Now Colson Montgomery.
It's nice hitting by Kyle to lean across the plate and punch that pitch where it was thrown the other direction.
So the lefties are 3 for 26 against Sabrowski.
Yeah, just great hitting, and you mentioned a lot of strikeouts. How about that? He has 40 strikeouts and 21 innings of work.
Montgomery went 0 for 2 against the starter Bybee and a called strike on a curve. Nothing in 1. The pitch. Hit hard and fair on the ground over first base. It'll get into the right field corner. Teel on his way to third. Montgomery's got a double, and they've got it cooking.
Keep talking about how he's gotten lefties out.
Exactly right.
Oh, my.
They doubled that hit total against Sabrowski this season. That double sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, America's favorite vodka for a reason, distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation Inc. Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. Carl Willis will make a mound visit. This is a little reminiscent of the game against Detroit. Now, the difference here is that Cater Montero was lifted after 65 pitches through 6. Bybee with 89.
Yep.
But right when that starter came out is when the Sox rallied against the Tigers. And they've got back-to-back hits here against Sabrowski.
So that's a great point. It's something that we've seen a lot this year from the White Sox, though. There are certain starters that have just had their number. And the minute you get that starter out of there, and they've even done it against quality bullpens, they've just beaten up on those bullpens when they got in them. And we've seen the opposite as well. We've seen them kill some big-name starters and then be shut down by bullpens that were okay. All I know is they're a team that just somehow keeps coming back and winning games.
Here's the pitch to Mydroth, and he fouls. The corner infielders are in. They're back in the middle.
Big swing right there by Chase. Again, he's a guy that can control his swing and get the job done. This is a get him over, get him in situation.
2 in scoring position. The pitch low. 2-0 Guardians. They've got a right-handed reliever up in the bullpen.
Center fielder shading the right center field gap. Right fielder straight up and fairly deep. Second baseman up the middle. First baseman off the line.
Well, 1-1. Grounded toward third. It's foul.
Absolutely. The last thing as a hitting coach you want to see is him bounce one foul up the third base line in a situation where he needs to hit the ball the other direction.
The right-hander for Cleveland is Colin Holderman. The 1-2. Called strike 3 on a fastball. Huge first out for Sabrowski.
They just got him thinking. Figured, oh man, he just pulled that curveball and they're going to go slower so I can bounce it foul down the third base line again and then just throw a fastball right by you. We're seeing that quite often in baseball nowadays. Guys overthinking and forgetting to cover the fastball.
Braden Montgomery, right-handed. And he takes outside on a fastball. Again, the corner infielders are pitched in. They're deep in the middle infield spots. They will give up a run here, but they don't want to give up 2. Now the third baseman Schneemann back pedals. And Braden pops it up foul and back and out of play.
Also what comes into play is not as easy to see the ball right now. Didn't bother Teal, didn't bother Montgomery. And it seems like right now Montgomery is at home plate seeing the ball okay. But it was so important for Chase to be the guy to get him over and get him in. So much pressure on this batter now.
A 1-1. Swing and a miss. He went after a high fastball. Sox have a lefty up. I think that's Hudson. One ball and 2 strikes on Braden Montgomery with Peters waiting on deck. Here it is. Swing and a high fly ball into center field. Should be deep enough for Teal. Halpin will make the catch. Throw's going to go toward third. And it's a sac fly for Braden Montgomery. And it's 2-1.
Worst case scenario right there. You would have loved to seen him get both of them in, but he got the one in. Cut the lead in half. Wasn't anything more than a perfect high fastball to drive to center field and get it done. And he did it at the right time. There's going to be pressure on the next guy with 2 outs now.
Gritchick announced for Peters, and Stephen Vogt will make a pitching change. We'll remind you White Sox home runs are brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. See Air Supply at Hard Rock Live. Sunday, August 2nd. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Sox batting in the 7th, trailing 2-1 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Dear America, get to Toyota's Independence Day sales event because the fireworks start here. Toyota's got plenty of bang for your buck. Fire up your savings with more miles per gallon.
Line to right field. Watson on the run. Caught on a dive by Watson. Oh, what a play by Khalil Watson. In his major league debut, he saves a big inning.
Back up against the wall and caught. Cody Clemens doing it all in Texas.
Back toward the corner, reaches out and makes a beautiful sliding catch.
Is that the best defensive play we've seen him make since he's been a Met?
Oh, nice play. J.P. Crawford near the bag. On the money to first base.
Holy smokes, just 3 games over at third base.
Here's the throw home. Up the line a bit. A lunge and got him. That was absolutely absolutely spectacular.
Into the gap goes Mastrobuoni, and Miles is there, and the run slides, and he makes the catch.
Mastrobuoni onto the warning track.
Guzman with a great play and fires to first for the out.
Now that's some good hands right there.
Here's Marte with a sliding play.
Starling Marte, the veteran, is starred in right field tonight defensively.
And here's Will Smith, a chance to hand out a present on his birthday. Smith drills one, left center field. It is gone!
Bell Tire. Visit your neighborhood Bell Tire or belltire.com.
Cap and Jay Hood tomorrow morning at 6, ESPN Chicago.
Grichuk will pinch hit Holderman, a right-hander, is in to face him. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
This is ESPN Chicago, home of the White Sox. WMVP WTBC HD2 Chicago, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Tying run at second base. That's Montgomery. Grichuk takes a sweeper low and outside. Second appearance in the series. We saw Holderman last night face one batter, and he struck out Vargas looking. The 1-0. Low on a sinker. Ball 2. White Sox pinch hitters have been excellent this year, and Grichuk right at the top of that list.
After that last pitch, Holderman looked over to see who was on deck, as if to say, I got to be careful on 2-0.
The pitch. Grichuk lines out toward left center. Kwan makes a catch. What a play by the Gold Glover.
Wow, you are not kidding. Couldn't make a better play than that. It's as good as it gets.
Sox get 1 and trail 2-1 after 7. This is the...
That's an owl, in case you're wondering. That's one of the few fans that looks at Canseco and says, who? What are they going to do? Expecting to pick up a baseball? Oh, poor baby.
You know, I did read it a year ago.
Yes.
Canseco absolutely loves animals.
Durwood Merrill.
Get away, Durwood.
Leave a little opening at the top, guys.
In a big-time spot here in the 8th. It's the 2-2 pitch. Yelich, a high drive, deep right, down the line, fair, and gone! Yelich delivers in the clutch. And he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go? A bomb.
421 feet away.
My goodness.
Christian Yelich, a 3-run blast.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central, with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Baseball Network. Hear Lennon DJ and High Def on 100.3 HD2.
It's Joe Rock. Tall lefty here in the 8th inning. And a foul tip by Petey Halpin. First at bat for Halpin. 2-1 Guardians late here in game 3. Left matchup. The pitch by Rock. It's bunted and over the mound. It's going to be a base hit. He bunted it over the pitcher, and once it landed in the green, it was going to be a base hit.
And it's kind of funny to watch. His reaction after he ran past first base was, yeah, I meant to do that. He just gave his teammates a thumbs up like, yep, job well done. Purely an accident. He did
It
not
didn't look accidental, but it was.
Yeah,
yes.
he did not mean to bunt that pop-up halfway to second base between the mound. But man, oh man, did that work out for him.
Rock to Manzardo. And the pitch is off the inside corner. Sounds like a pro wrestling matchup. The Rock against Manzardo.
Yep, prime time.
1-0 coming. It's a little low. Ball 2. Fourth appearance for Rock with the White Sox. He's a former Tampa Bay Ray. The 2-0. Way up and in.
Helping with good speed at first base.
Deep breath by the lefty. He comes set, holds that ball near his back hip. The pitch, it's a strike. Three and one. Hoskins waiting on deck. Here it is. And it's in the dirt. Good knockdown by Teal. It's ball 4.
Simple little pop-up bunt starts a rally here in the 8th inning for the Guardians.
Grichuk is now in right with Braden Montgomery in center. And Teal will chat with his pitcher before Hoskins takes his at bat. Don't want to give that run right back after the White Sox got on the board in the bottom of the 7th.
And it's not real easy. You'd already talked about it. Not real easy to see the ball right now for the batters. So making them swing the bat is a big thing, and they've not had to because it was a bunt and a walk.
The pitch to Hoskins, right in there for a strike. He has not put a ball in play. He has walked once and struck out twice. The 0-1. Outside on a changeup.
Rock does this thing that's a bit of a tell if you're a potential base stealer. Get a little better jump than against most guys. He raises his hands before he really gets his feet going.
1-1 almost hit him on the back foot. Joe Rock long and lean, 6'6", 220. Here's his 2-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball.
It's a lively fastball at 95. It kind of jumps on the hitter quicker than they anticipate.
Halpin at second, Manzardo at first. 2-2, check swing on a low one, and he held. It's full. Guardians have 2 on with nobody out. 3-2 on Rhys Hoskins. The pitch. He fouls to stay alive.
Chicago Sports Network is your TV home for White Sox baseball. Stream the Sox all season long, anytime, anywhere, on up to 3 devices with the CHSN app.
Rock comes set. And the 3-2. He got him swinging on a fastball that was off the inside. 1 down.
That's when you know a hitter's thoughts are not clear. Well, it's ball 4 by about 12 inches off the inside corner, down and in, and he was just swinging when it left the pitcher's hand.
And here comes Khalil Watson, who gave the Guardians the lead with a 2-run hit in the 6th. The pitch. Hit in the air out into right center. Braden Montgomery's going back, now circling, and he's got it. We've got a tag in advance by Halpin to third, 2 down.
Watson does that thing that I've talked to you about in the past. Kind of balances his weight centered to where he can get to fastballs quicker. And he might be that guy that if the guy doesn't throw as hard, he kind of shifts his weight back on his backside a little bit. It's all about, if you're watching how his balance is, he's telling you what type of hitter he is.
Well, he has definitely looked impressive to us. Schneemann with 2 outs. The pitch. Outside. Gabriel Arias on Monday night went 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts, and we have not seen him in the game since, except for defense late last night. Schneemann taking the at-bat against the lefty Rock here. The pitch. Low. Ball 2.
Yeah, you could tell that the other night Arias mentally was defeated. So as a manager, you're not doing him any favors putting him in a game where he's not mentally ready to handle the pressure.
The 2-0 to Schneemann, and it's high, and it's ball 3 with Bailey waiting next. Two-1 Guardians, 8th inning. They have runners at first and third, and the pitch is outside, ball 4, and they're loaded.
As it stands, 19 pitches have been thrown by Rock, and 8 of them have been strikes.
Zach Bove will make a visit ahead of the Bailey at bat. Take a quick look at around the league. They're underway in Detroit. Yankees lead the Tigers 1-0. In fact, Detroit just tied the game. So it's 1-1 in the second inning. Paul Goldschmidt hit his 13th home run in the first off Tarek Skubal. Weathers pitching for the Yankees tonight. The pitch to Bailey. It's a strike on a fastball.
Well, good conversation from the pitching coach. He needed that pitch. Something to work ahead with.
Nowhere to put Patrick Bailey. Bases full of Guardians. The 0-1. Low and in on a fastball. Kansas City and Tampa Bay are scoreless midway in the second. Rock on a 1-1. Low and in on a fastball. Boy, that's a good play by Teal. You don't expect fastballs in the dirt, but he was able to make that pick. 2-1.
Right now, Bailey's got a decision to make. Be ready to hit because he's ahead in the count, or just be patient because the pitcher's all over the road right now. Hopefully he's ready to swing and chases a pitch out of the strike zone.
The 2-1 in the dirt again and gloved by Teal. 3-1.
Now I will say he's taking.
Three and one with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And it's inside, ball 4. And Bailey will get an RBI on a walk as Halpin scores, and it's 3-1 Cleveland.
Well, the conversation went well with the pitching coach for the first pitch, because after that he wasn't really close and all he threw was fastballs.
So they're still loaded, and the batter is Kwan, who made a great catch out in left earlier, and he takes a strike.
And if Kwan doesn't make that grab, it's going to lead to 2 runs for the White Sox.
The pitch. That's a strike. So 0-2 on Kwan. Here it comes. He struck him out. Boy, he chased a slider. So Kwan strikes out for the first time today. The Guardians do get that run.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where are you going? He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
I'm Jonathan Mayer, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
It's free. Coast Ivoni. Keep our number in your phone.
708-4million.
Montgomery hits a fly ball pretty well.
Stream the games live on the ESPN Chicago app.
Bottom of the 8th, 3-1 Cleveland. Clouds have taken over once again. It is dry. That's the good news. Jacob Gonzalez against Hunter Gaddis. New pitcher. He's a righty, and Gonzalez fouls. Strike 1, 6'6", 260. 1-2 with a save and a 3.80 ERA. He's setting up for Cade Smith. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 96.
Jacob's been way more aggressive today. Popped to right, popped to center. He's swinging at the first fastballs here, so he's trying to be ready to go get the fastball.
0-2 is high. That wind that was blowing in has really quieted down. Still blowing in, but not very hard. The set, the 1-2. A swing and a flare into right and a base hit, and he needed that. That will end an 0 for 28 for Jacob Gonzalez. Leadoff single, 8th inning.
Well, mentioned, you can see the difference today. He's had his best swings in quite some time. He's ready to hit. He's not being passive. He got his bat shattered on a slider, but it doesn't matter because he's had good swings. He's been ready to attack, and he got a result because of it.
That brings up Sam Antonacci. Again, the outfield deep for Cleveland. And the pitch. It's high on a changeup. Now they've got a left-hander cranking it up in their bullpen. Now, Grant Taylor up for the White Sox.
Outfield playing deep once again now that it's late, and apparently they don't want anything over their heads.
The 1-0. fouled. He went after a high one. One and one on Sam Antonacci. He had his first career game-ending hit on Monday night. The 1-1. Outside. 2-1. Really like to get it done here in the 8th. They did get to Cade Smith the other night, but he's very good. This might be the last crack at it for the top of the order.
And one thing you know, that they have a strong bullpen, but no options. You got to get to them.
Antonacci hits a fly ball out into shallow left field. Stephen Kwan under it, and he makes a catch.
Yeah, the play of the game's obviously Kwan's diving finish of a gapper by Grichuk. That would have put the White Sox probably ahead at the moment. They'd have 3, and instead they're trying to put together a rally here in the 8th.
Here's Miguel Vargas. And he takes a strike on a slider.
Still some magic, you know that, for these White Sox hitters. They keep proving it time and time again, even against good pitching.
The 0-1. There's a swing and a bouncer under the glove of Gaddis, and everybody's going to reach. Gaddis just could not handle that ground ball, and it deflected off his glove, and they've got 2 soft hits here in the 8th.
Well, there's a little magic. Gaddis was not in a good fielding position. His chest was facing first base, and he was reaching back across his body to try and make a backhand pick behind himself, and he couldn't. So that's going to be a little swinging, slow base hit past the pitcher.
Benintendi with 2 on. Here's the pitch. It's outside on a slider, and again they play the right fielder Watson deep and toward that corner. They've got the center fielder Halpin way over in right center. The 1-0. Benintendi fouls. I think a lot of this is about Kwan. When he was in center, he was in his own zip code, and it's the same now that he's in left.
No, that's true.
They bunch the other 2 guys, and they leave Kwan to cover half the field, it looks like.
Well, you're not wrong. He's a man on an island out there right now.
The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to first. Picked up by Manzardo. They'll get an out at second, and that is all. And they'll be at first and third with 2 away for Kyle Teal.
Ball hit pretty hard, and Manzardo looked like he didn't field it too cleanly, but didn't matter. Stayed in his glove, and he got the out at second.
Stephen Vogt wants a lefty to face Teal. Teal singled off a lefty, Sabrowski.
Acuna heading to first base to run for Benintendi, and Benintendi doesn't seem to be aware of it, or he was disappointed with it.
So we'll take a break. We'll tell you who's coming on when we return. 3-1 Cleveland in the 8th on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey, it's the good kid.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
Walner. Sox games on the go. The ESPN Chicago app.
It is Tim Herron, a lefty, to face Kyle Teal. White Sox have Gonzalez at third. Pinch runner Luis Angel Acuna at first. He's the tying run. It's 3-1 Cleveland with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The stretch and the pitch. Teal takes outside and low on a curveball. Herron 6'6", 230 pounds. Pitching for the second time in the series. He gave up a run Monday night. No 1-0. There's a liner foul up into the 300 level. 2 hour left.
They pinch Teal to left center field. Center field way over there. Quan straight up. So the right fielder now is that man on an island.
A 1-1. It gets away, and Acuna will end up at second. Gonzalez had to hold at third, but that could be big. 2 in scoring position, trailing by 2. It's a wild pitch on a curveball. It's 2-1.
That's exactly right. As a hitter, you're not necessarily thinking I got to really drive the ball to tie this game up right now. Base hit with the speed at second base will get it done.
The 2-1. Teal takes outside, and he held on a check swing. It's 3-1.
And when I say base hit with the speed at second will get it done, if it's not a one hopper out to Quan and left, because he can get rid of it quickly.
3 balls and a strike. The pitch. It's a strike on a sinker. 3-2.
Right there, as you mentioned, sinker, but it was right down the middle, thigh high. So he was not ready for that pitch. That is one of those times where you rethink it, saying 3-1 fastball down the middle, 2 men in scoring position. That's the pitch you dream of.
The payoff. And a swing and a bouncer right to the first baseman, Manzardo. He'll step on the bag, and the Sox strand a couple to the 9th. Cleveland 3.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but squirrel. Squirrel.
What? Where?
Squirrel.
Where?
Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
Whoa, that one will fall into the White Sox dugout.
Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away.
She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
This ball is launched to right. Dom Smith, a deep blast. And Atlanta with a couple of solo homers and a 2-0 lead.
How about the location? That's elevated. It's 97. A little bit of cut to it, a little bit of vert. Exactly where he wanted it. But Dom Smith doing his homework and ready for it, and crushes that one to right.
A no-doubter for his second of the season.
Chicago. The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays, noon to 2, ESPN Chicago.
Joe Rock back out for a second inning against Travis Bazzana. Top 9, 3-1 Guardians. Bazzana hitless in 4 trips. We expect to see Cade Smith on the mound for Cleveland in the bottom of the inning. It'll be Colson Montgomery, Chase Mydroth, and Braden Montgomery. First pitch up and in, almost clipped Bazzana on the shoulder. Ball 1.
Yeah, I don't know how that didn't get a piece of him, but was very close.
The kick and the 1-0 is a strike. Orioles lead the Angels 6-5. They're in the bottom of the 10th in Anaheim. We'll see the Orioles on this next road trip. 1-1 check swing. They appeal to third. Call made. Ryan Blakeney said he swung at it. It's 1-2. Gonzalez will back up at first base. And the pitch. He struck him out swinging on a slider.
Good day of pitching against Bazzana. Third time he has struck out on the afternoon. He's 0 for 5 today.
Well, it's interesting. 3 of his at-bats have been against 3 different lefties.
Yes.
And you'd like lefties against him. He murders righties. Rocchio, batting right-handed, takes outside. So into today, and again, he's a rookie. But Bazzana, 319 with a 985 OPS against righties, 175 with a 526 against lefties. Swing and a miss.
Yes.
I don't think you can have enough left-handed relievers now. They're just so many good left-hand hitters around the league.
You're not wrong. I agree with you. We were talking about that off mic yesterday.
1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-2.
And if Rock, who's not been here very long, throws strikes, well, he's got a great arm. It's all about command, though. So many pitchers got great arms, and they don't throw enough strikes. Right now, he's thrown 17 strikes and 17 balls.
Here's his 1-2. He struck out Rocchio on a slider.
And that was out of the strike zone, so he got the chase on the slider from Rocchio a couple of times.
He's got 4 strikeouts. And the batter is Petey Halpin. First pitch to the lefty is low. He bunted and eventually scored in the 8th on a bases loaded walk. The bunt was popped up, but he put it down between the mound and second base for a leadoff single. One-0 pitch, strike called, outside corner. 1 ABS challenge left for the Guardians. The Sox have 2. The 1-1. Fouled upstairs.
Nice fastball right on the outside corner. Both the last pitches were right on the edge of the outside corner.
The 1-2. Lifted, shallow left center. Braden Montgomery will cut across and make the catch. Colson Montgomery leads off in the bottom of the 9th. It's been a long afternoon at the ballpark. Sox will try to come all the way back and win it. They trail 3-1 on the Hard Rock Casino. White Sox.
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Wallner.
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. On Chicago's home for sports, ESPN Chicago. The home of the Sox. This is ESPN Chicago.
Cade Smith will try to become the first pitcher to 25 saves this season. He's got a 2-run cushion as he faces Colson Montgomery. 3-1 Guardians in the bottom of the ninth. The pitch. It's a strike. Smith took the loss, did not blow a save, however, on Monday. He worked a 1-2-3-8, then Cleveland took the lead in the ninth, and he gave up 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Fastball outside, 1-1.
Yeah, I think what we learned is he's really good for 1 inning because the first inning he worked was shut down. Next inning, they had some timing on him.
Check swing strike on a split. Runs it to 1-2. Cade Smith, 6'5", 230. He's from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. He's got a 2.78 ERA.
A lot of strikeouts per inning.
The 1-2 is outside on a splitter. The league hitting .229 against him. The pitch. Swing a fly ball, center field, and it's deep, and it will be caught on the warning track by Halpin.
A nice swing by Colson, man. He got down on a fastball, got the barrel on it, just hit a line drive. And you'd already mentioned multiple times how deep they play. Center fielder was playing very deep. Didn't have very far to get back to make the play because of it.
Mydroth batting with 1 out. He has singled and struck out twice. Also caught stealing back in the second. Fastball 97 is in there. 0-1. Cade Smith pitches. Mydroth takes a low sweeper. A 1-1. Low and outside. Guardians came back, won the division last year without Emmanuel Clase, Luis Ortiz, who have been put on paid leave due to gambling investigations. But it didn't really seem to affect their pitching. They find a way, right? Change up, or fastball rather, misses. It's 3-1 on Mydroth.
It's amazing how long pitching has been a strength for this organization. It's been going on for a long, long time now.
The 3-1 is a strike. Fastball on the outside corner. Mydroth with a late challenge, and I'm not sure he's going to get it. And he's not. He tapped his helmet, but Tripp Gibson said you took too long.
It's a strike anyway.
So it's 3-2. The pitch fouled.
Chase getting strikes to swing at, just unfortunately his swing is not as compact as it once was. He's trying to really drive the ball, and more swing and miss because of it.
3-2, and he fouls one off himself. And we'll try it again. He fouled that one off his back foot, top of his right foot.
Well, that tells you about the angle of the bat and how deep that pitch was when he fouled it off. It was way back by his body.
The pitch called strike 3 on a sweeper, and Mydroth will challenge this one. I thought he did.
Previous pitch was called a strike.
He did.
Challenges.
It looked like it just caught the corner.
And that's a strike.
Calls confirmed. Chicago has 1 challenge remaining.
2 down. And it'll be up to Braden Montgomery. The tying run now is on deck in Randall Grichuk. So if Braden can scratch and claw his way aboard. That would be ideal for a home run hitter on deck.
Well, let's go.
He takes low. Ball 1 to Montgomery, batting left. The pitch. Fastball strike. There's a swing and a fly ball out into deep right center field, way back there, and it is gone. It's a one-run game. Braden Montgomery makes it 3-2.
He got a fastball to his liking and did not miss it. Beautiful short compact swing from Braden, and he hit it right on the screws.
His second career blast, brought to you by Hard Rock Casino. And Grichuk is the tying run with the bases empty. Second homer allowed by Cade Smith.
Well, they handed him a loss the other night. Can they hand him another one?
Randall Grichuk in the air. Deep left. We are tied.
No way they do it again. Come on.
Oh, baby.
Boy, there is magic in the air around this ballpark for the White Sox players. It has just happened so consistently for so long now.
Randall Grichuk ties the game at 3. And they go deep on consecutive pitches.
You mentioned about him being a home run hitter. That was before the swing of Braden Montgomery. Why not 3 in a row? Let's go.
Gonzalez takes high. That was a no-doubter. Kwan basically didn't move.
Oh, man.
Another Hard Rock Casino homer.
These fans.
The 1-0 pitch is fouled to the screen.
Rewarded these fans for sticking around all day.
That's exactly right. The 1-1. Swung on and missed on a splitter. Back-to-back 2-out homers to tie the game in the ninth. Cade Smith on a 1-2. Fouled by Jacob. He just ended an 0 for 28 with a single off Gaddis in the 8th inning.
Oh, man. Everybody's going to start believing.
A 1-2 in the dirt.
I mean, everybody around the baseball world is going to be talking about this White Sox club that just keeps doing it.
Well, you got to complete the comeback.
Yeah, that's a fact.
2-2 pitch, hit hard, base hit out into left center. Gonzalez with a couple of late singles. And that'll bring up Sam Antonacci.
Well, Gonzalez has looked good all day long. He's got results the last couple of at-bats, but he's been aggressive. He's ready to hit. He's getting the barrel to the baseball, and that's something that's not unusual for White Sox batters. I think their conversations with the hitting coaches and all the work they put in eventually will pay off. It doesn't matter what kind of funk you're in.
Carl Willis will make a visit, and like Mike Maddox, he puts his hand on the shoulder of his pitcher. They're going to get somebody up. You talked about Cade Smith the other night, just dominant in that first inning of work. And he looked pretty good to start this inning, but all of a sudden they started hitting him hard. And Colson hit a ball hard to make that first out. He got Meidroth looking, and then Braden and Randall Grichuk with back-to-back homers. Gonzalez just singled on a ball that was hit at 98 off the bat.
Yeah, look, these batters are going up. The pressure is on them. They've got the information from the staff. They've got the information from each other. Now they've got to execute the swing, and they're doing it. It is really amazing to watch the consistency of how these guys have done it this year against great pitching.
Junior Perez running at first. Antonacci takes outside. Perez running for Gonzalez. Grant Taylor is up in the White Sox bullpen. Smith will throw to first late.
Let's hope that this just turns out to be every move that the White Sox make is the perfect move. A gapper that scores the pinch runner from first to win it.
Another toss to first, a little closer, but Perez in, so he's checked him twice.
Yeah, that means now Smith, with the concern of the speed at first base, needs to be quicker to the plate.
Huge lead by Perez, and a step off. Actually, time was called at home plate, because if that were initiated by the pitcher, Perez would have been given second.
Yeah, the umpire stepped out to call time.
Yep. I think he's running. Nope, not running. Sam takes low.
He was the man at home plate against Smith the other night, with the base hit up the middle of driving the winning runs, and all of a sudden Smith stands out there going, okay, I can't lay it into this guy.
The 2-0 is fouled.
Antonacci just went after ball 3 off the outside corner by several inches. Sam turns around and asks the umpire, was that a strike?
And Perez is doing that thing we talk about. His lead is so big, it looks like he's getting a little nervous.
Yep.
As he edges off the bag. The 2-1 is outside. Ball 3.
Same pitch that he had just swung at and fouled back. Recognition was better that time.
3-3 bottom of the 9th. Perez runs. And the pitch is outside. Stay on the bag. He's safe. It's ball 4. It's ball 4. We had a situation in New York last night. Pete Crow Armstrong tried to steal second base, and he was tagged before he got there, but it was a walk. But then he came off the bag and was tagged out. And Perez, kind of a similar looking play.
Yeah.
You got to stay engaged on the bag, and he did on that walk. And Vogt's going to make a change.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is amazing. You got one game with one of the best closers in baseball, you beat him, and then the next game, you knock him out of the game. This is impressive.
Miguel Vargas will bat when we come back. First and second, 2 out.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Well, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY, and the Midnight Navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, die hard, and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
Stop once at Bell Tire. Bell Tire. Visit your neighborhood Bell Tire or belltire.com.
It's simple. The ESPN Chicago app.
New pitcher Sean Armstrong. A right-hander. First and second, 2 outs, 9th inning, tied at 3. The winning run is Junior Perez at second base. The pitch to Miguel Vargas. It's a strike, a well-located cutter on the outside corner.
Yeah, that's the best defense right now for Armstrong, was to make a perfect pitch to all of a sudden put the batter on his heels.
The set. The 0-1. High. 1-1 on Vargas. All this happened after 2 outs. Consecutive homers, a single, and a walk. The 1-1. Outside on a sinker.
Miguel Vargas, he can handle the pressure of this situation. Can he deliver? The center fielder and right fielder play deep.
The 2-1. Vargas had a good rip at a cutter and he fouled it. Might have been a little off the outside. 2-2.
Yeah, you're right. That pitch probably just a little off the corner, but he got the barrel on it to that zone, so he had the coverage. I'm a little surprised to see how deeply the outfielders are playing. Kwan now plays him way to pull toward the line.
The pitch. Fouled. He got a fastball to handle. Fouled it straight behind home plate.
Oh, no, and then he did that Carlos Quentin thing after he fouled that back. He punched the barrel of his bat with the heel of his right hand. Carlos Quentin lost his season when he was on an MVP-type season. Doing that, he fractured his hand.
The 2-2 again. A swing and a fly ball out into left center field, and it'll be Petey Halpin to make the catch 15 feet in front of the warning track.
Oh.
We will head to the 10th inning. Tied at 3 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey, it's the good kid. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations.
Pack your bags. It's time for a road trip. In a brand new segment, we're hitting the road, and our first stop is a big one. It's Yankee Stadium. Opened in 2009, Yankee Stadium's majestic presentation reflects the iconic look of the original stadium that once stood just across the street. Make your way over to Monument Park to see a collection of plaques and retired numbers that honor both Yankee legends and baseball greats. Over at the Yankees Museum, look back at over 100 years of team history. Time to grab a bite to eat. Maybe the classic chicken bucket or the ice cream chicken bucket. Whatever your appetite, they've got something for you. But the main event is always Yankees baseball, and there's not a bad seat in the house. Sit with the bleacher creatures in right field and join in on the famous roll call. Or take your place in the judges' chambers. Action and history are at every turn, and all fans will find something to appreciate at the home of the Bronx Bombers.
Run double.
Chicago White Sox.
We are in the 10th inning. It's a 3-3 tie. Sox got back-to-back homers with 2 outs in the ninth from Braden Montgomery and Randall Grichuk. And Grant Taylor is on in the 10th. And the runner at second base is Halpin. And the pitch to Kyle Manzardo is a strike, 98, across at the knees. Junior Perez is now playing center.
Oh, yeah, it's a big shakeup defensively.
All right, we'll get to all of it as we go here. The pitch. It's a strike, 0-2. All right, Vargas at first, Antonacci at second, Meidroth at short, Colson, Montgomery at third. Grichuk's now in left.
And Braden in right.
And Braden Montgomery back in right. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first out. That's always a big one.
You're not kidding. No advancement of that runner at second base as Grant went right at him with heat.
One down. The batter is Rhys Hoskins. The pitch in the dirt, knocked down by Teal, and he pounces on it. Boy, that's a great play. You mentioned Halpin's got good wheels. He didn't even ponder trying to get to third as that ball kicked away, and it did carry him toward third base.
Yeah, he didn't read it initially that it was going to hit the ground, so he had a delay reaction, and from there he knew better than to try and run.
The set. And the 1-0. Fouled. 1-1.
Right after that pitch, Grant turned around to look at the scoreboard. Just probably trying to see, wait a minute, that felt like I let it go, and he got a piece of it. It was 99, the heat. Down the middle pretty much.
The 1-1. Fouled.
That was 100 right down the middle.
So by my calculations, the only position player who has not switched positions for the White Sox is Kyle Teal.
That's exactly right.
Everybody else has moved in this game.
Yes, they have.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground, base hit. Left field, Grichuk will pick it up. Halpin had to hold. He wasn't sure that ball would get through. So the silver lining is it's still a tie game. But they have runners at first and third. Colson was near the line, and his first move actually was a bit to his right. I don't think he had a play on it, but he was a little fooled on that grounder.
And it was a fastball at 99 that he just threw the barrel. He took a chance. He guessed he was getting a fastball again because the previous batter saw nothing but heaters. He definitely was set up for a breaking ball chase.
Infield is in. Watson's the batter. We've got a pinch runner at first. That's Stuart Fairchild. First and third, one down. 10th inning, tied at 3. Taylor to Watson, and it's high on a curve.
First curveball, I believe, he's thrown since he's entered. And didn't have a feel for it right there. That was way high and tight.
The 1-0. Maybe inside. It was close. Both teams have an ABS challenge. It's 2-0 on Watson. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball into left. And the Guardians have the lead as Halpin scores a 3 RBI day and a 6 RBI series for Watson.
Mentioned the thing about Watson is how he has that balance centered to hit fastballs. Yep. So he doesn't have a whole lot of weight transfer from the backside to the front side, so he can catch up to the heat, and he did it right there, punching it through the left side.
Still only one out. First and second, and the batter is Schneemann. Schneemann went around on a low curve. So Fairchild at second, Watson at first. 4-3 Cleveland. So the Sox are going to need to come back again in the bottom of the inning. There's a bouncer to the first baseman Vargas. He'll get an out at second, and Meidroth will not throw to first. He faked toward there and then lobbed over to third just to see if Fairchild had rounded the bag, which he did not. So 2 outs, and here's Patrick Bailey.
All right, minimize the damage right here. Talk about that all the time. You're going to get the chance with that runner at second base to at least get him over and get him in without the benefit of a hit and score the run, but Need this big out.
And the White Sox will have Vargas at second base and Acuna leading off the bottom of the 10th. Bailey batting left-handed. First and third, 4-3 Cleveland, 10th inning. Bailey takes a strike. 99 across at the knees.
99 is really good. 100's really good until you become predictable that you're going to keep throwing it. Guys are loading up, just trying to make contact with it.
The pitch swung on and missed on a curve. So this is the 4th consecutive appearance in which Taylor has given up at least a run. It is not an unearned run in this one. Two strikes to count. The pitch outside. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
This is ESPN Chicago, home of the White Sox. WMVP WTBC HD2 Chicago, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
The 1-2 in the dirt. What a snag by Teal on a curve. He just saved a run.
Yes, he did.
2-2.
It's a big thing, right? Big thing to know if you're Taylor, that you can throw this pitch down and you got a catcher that's going to help you out. Because as you said, he just saved a run by picking that out of the dirt on a bounce.
The pitch. A swing and a chopper up the middle. Meidroth will glove it and step on second. Guardians cash in the free runner. It's 4-3 Guards. We go to the bottom of the 10th. This is the Hart.
Well, this is a World Series card. Everybody said, you know, what's it going to be to pitch against Sandy Koufax, who's a dominant pitcher? I said, I hope I don't embarrass myself. And I didn't. You know, pitched my first shutout ever. We won 6-0, and my parents were there. My mom was afraid of heights, so she was in the upper deck. She had to come down and trade seats with somebody so that she could actually watch her 20-year-old son pitch a shutout in the World Series.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Get weird with Waddle's World on ESPN Chicago.
Bottom of the 10th. 4-3 Cleveland. Miguel Vargas is at second, and Luis Angel Acuna will step in against Armstrong. And the Guardians will pinch their corner infielders in against a potential bunt. So here we go. Acuna squares, and Armstrong with that inside fake move to second. So they wanted to see what Acuna was thinking, and he showed early.
They've been working on this an awful lot lately.
The pitch. Bunted toward third, picked up by Schneemann. He'll get the out at first. Bazzana over there covering. It's 5-4. And Vargas now 90 feet away for Kyle Teal.
What a perfect bunt. Again, they've been working on this an awful lot to get it right. And he did it perfectly down the third base line with nobody covering third, so the runner could advance automatically.
Everybody in on the infield. The pitch to Teal. Sweeper strike.
The outfield plays deep still and straight away and left. Infield plays in. So anything that's softly hit over the infield is going to drive in the run and get us a base runner.
The 0-1. Way high, and Bailey bobbled it a little bit, but he made the catch on the fly on a wayward cutter.
Not real complicated. This is the batter that needs to get him in.
The 1-1. Teal fouls. Went after a fastball. 1-2.
Just got to hold your hands high. If you're chasing high fastballs and you can't lay off them, you got to make the adjustment. Raise the hands above where they would normally be. You're fouling them straight back. So if you raise your hands 3 or 4 inches from where they normally would set and don't let them drop, that high pitch becomes very drivable.
The set. The 1-2. It's high. Teal was the White Sox best hitter with runners in scoring position last year. He's trying to tie the game here with a runner at third and 1 out. The 2-2. A swing and a fly ball down the left field line, and it is twisting foul. It'll hit the side track. And we'll try it once more.
From where Stephen Kwan started. If that was a fair ball, he doesn't get to it. Unfortunately, it wasn't anything that can be played, because even if he does catch that, there's a chance that you can tag on that foul ball and score.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's high. It's ball 3. Colson Montgomery on deck. Armstrong ready to work. He comes set. The 3-2. It's high on a sweeper, and Teal walks.
That was one of those at-bats to me. It's like he was not going to make a mistake with Teal. Just wasn't going to do it. You got the rock in the hard place. You got the power of Montgomery walking up there, but they also now can move back. Feel fairly comfortable that they can get halfway back in the infield and set up for a double play.
First and third. 1 out, and the pitch to Colson Montgomery. It's outside and high. Trying to kind of cover both in the middle. They're not back at double play depth, but they're not all the way in. No. They want to have some options.
Yep, they want the option of the ball hit right to second base where they can turn to.
The 1-0. Colson hits a sky-high foul, but it's going to get out of play off of third.
You know, there's that one area that teams have been exploiting with Colson. That's fastballs up and in out of the strike zone. Got to be ready to cover your weakness in this situation.
The pitch. Outside on a sweeper. Four, 3 Guardians, bottom 10. First and third, 1 out. The 2-1. Cutter is high. We've got a challenge from Patrick Bailey. And it is a ball. It's high.
Pitch is confirmed. Over has no charges.
The old expression, catbird seat. Right now for Colson, this is it.
Colson was adjusting his gloves, looking down. He never looked at the board in center. I think he knew it was a ball.
Oh, absolutely.
3-1. Here it is. It is outside. It's ball 4. Bases are loaded.
How about that?
Without the benefit of a hit, they have the bases loaded for Chase Meidroth, and Carl Willis back out for another visit.
Chase has had one of the worst games he has asked for of late, that's for sure. 3 strikeouts for Meidroth. He has a base hit just inside the right field line earlier, but then he was caught stealing after that. He needs a bounce back at bat right now. Don't help the pitcher out, and that's something he has done an awful lot of lately.
So tell me, as a batter, you just watch him walk two guys and really not close. What's your mindset here, this first pitch with the bases loaded?
First pitch, I'm looking fastball down the middle to drive deep to center field. Simple as that. That's what I'm thinking. Down the middle. That way, if he hangs something off speed, you're going to be on that pitch too.
It has started to rain.
Sure. Of course it has.
Infield in, outfield has to move in. And Mydroth takes low and outside.
Yeah, we need the Chase Mydroth of last year that it just took one swing to be effective. And if it wasn't his pitch, he didn't bother.
The 1-0. Mydroth fouls in the air off first, and it is in the seats at the end of the Cleveland dugout. We talked all day about the Guardians outfield playing deep, but they really can't play that deep in this spot. Something drops in front of them, they lose the game.
Mydroth just discarded a little hand protection or elbow protection to have a better swing feel.
The 1-1. Down and away. That one outside by a foot. It's 2-1. Vargas at third, the tying run. Teal, the winning run, at second. Colson's at first. The 2-1. Low, and they don't have a challenge. They're out of challenges. That pitch might have been a ball, but it was close, and there's no question Bailey would have challenged. 3-1. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a bouncer to the shortstop. They're going to get an out at home plate and a little bobble by Bailey, so that's the only out they'll get. It's a fielder's choice for Mydroth. 2 down, 10th inning, and it'll be up to the other Montgomery, Braden.
The Chase just swung at a pitcher's sinker right down the middle and beat it straight in the ground. Exactly what the pitcher would have been dreaming of in that situation. And if Bailey holds onto the ball cleanly, they have a double play at first base. They have an out.
Braden Montgomery homered in the ninth to make it a 1-run game before Grichuk tied it. Infield back with 2 outs. The pitch. A swing and a foul. Oh, he had a good pass at a cutter.
I like that he was ready. Pitch was very hittable. Unfortunately, he didn't connect.
We play on through the rain, and now Braden steps out. Guardians trying to hang on. Sox trying to, at the very least, tie it up. The 0-1. Swinging a bouncer to the first baseman, gloved by Manzardo. He'll dive at first base, and he gets there before Montgomery. And the Guardians find a way. What a job by the Sox to tie it in the ninth, but they leave them loaded in the 10th. The final score, Cleveland 4, White Sox 3 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
When you walk into any one of 20 Pete's Market stores across Chicagoland, you see unmatched quality and freshness, and you understand why they're the king of fresh produce. Then go further in. Discover their premium meat department. We're talking certified Angus beef steaks and pub burgers. If it's not certified, it's not the best. And Prairie Fresh USA Prime pork back ribs or spare ribs sourced directly from American farmers. Pete's Market and their trusted partners, bringing quality to every table. Pete's Market, fresh, local, done right.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you.
Like your car insurance, it's custom to, yeah.
And he drills this ball. Goodbye. Bang to begin this series.
Leadoff home run number 30 in the...
Thanks to